So let's move to the other principal topic that we know coming into the odd numbered year is going to be an issue, and that is the question of the bonding bill, and whether the bonding bill affected by this $9 billion surplus. Are there particular bonding projects that there's likely to be pretty good or maybe complete agreement on? What other kinds of bonding related issues are likely to occur between now and the end of the session? Senator Hoffman, let's start with you. Bonding bills, what's your view on that in this odd numbered year?
I learned from Senator David Tomassoni that you would, when they tell you to list your priorities, you rank them 1 through whatever 13, and I have 13 number 1 priorities, Barry. That's what Senator Tomassoni taught me. But I think because we're fiscally vigilant, fiscally solvent, we're a great state right now, and by all means, we still have a pretty good bond rating. Just because we got a budget surplus, which, by the way, I don't think any of us in this room are going to be one of the 3 people sitting in the corner office wondering how that money gets distributed, right? We're good, right? I mean, unless somebody's got some more intel that I have. But the piece is, now is the time, especially, you can borrow money for 1.1%. I mean, it needs to do it. We have fire departments, firehouses that are actually falling apart. Coon Rapids needs to replace one that is 40 years old, Jeff. I mean, it absolutely needs to be replaced. Brooklyn Park, the same thing there. And it's like, get them in. This is the time to do it. Yet there's some really good regional projects that are there, Barry, that are getting into our higher education. There's the Center for Innovation and the Arts in Brooklyn Park that wants to become a regional hub. So there's some people are thinking outside the box on how do we increase that. And yet still sitting in front of us, we have a lot of unmet needs. And this is where some people argue transportation shouldn't be bonding, or transportation needs to be in transportation. But you know what? I think we had a great bonding. The last bonding proposal we had was the most we ever put in the history of Minnesota because of that myth of, well, it can't be more than $1 billion, but it was this time. And I think we should be investing in Minnesota and looking at going north of $1 billion in the bonding piece as well, because we're good for it and we need to get some things done.
Representative Rasmusson, your thoughts on the bonding bill?
Yeah, so as I said earlier, I serve on the Capital Investment Committee in the House, and so I had a chance to go visit a lot of these projects across the state last year, and there is a lot of need out in the communities that we visited. I think there's going to be broad bipartisan support for asset preservation, looking whether it's our state colleges and universities, state parks, and just making sure that we're keeping up with the assets that the state currently owns and making sure that we can extend the life of those assets and their usefulness. I also think basic infrastructure is going to have bipartisan support, whether you look at roads, bridges. We talked earlier about wastewater. And I would say the other question that we're wrestling with, especially with the federal infrastructure bill, is how that fits into a potential bonding bill as well, and what some of the match requirements could be for the state going forward. And so I think that'll also be a part of the conversation as a bonding bill gets put together this session.
Representative Schultz, your thoughts?
I think we should do a very large bonding bill because construction costs keep rising. So I think now is the time. If we can get it done before the end of session, that would be wonderful. But we need to invest in our infrastructure, invest in our assets. And it's a jobs bill, so it will put more people to work as well.
And so, Senator Howe, your thoughts, bonding bill?
Well, as a transportation guy, I'm going to look for a lot of money into infrastructure, local road and bridge improvements, all those things. Of course, I'm going to go there. But I will tell you that along with that, we have to look at the wetland replacement program also, because that really messes up a lot of our road construction. If you can't if you don't have money in your wetland replacement bank, you can't buy those credits, or you can't develop those wetlands, and it holds up all that stuff. So we've got to put some money there. I do believe that infrastructure is the key. Maintaining our buildings, all of that. I think there's going to be a large a large bonding deal. I just don't. I think they're all going to have to be in bonding. I don't think you're going to see much cash this year in the bonding proposal like you usually do. There's usually some cash projects in there that you can't spend in that aren't eligible for the general obligation bonds. But I don't know if that's going to happen this year. I think if you're going to do cash, you're going to fund it through the general fund, and I don't think it'll end up in the bonding bill this year.